Hello and welcome to Board Game TV. It's Adventure Monday and we're playing Secrets of the Lost Tomb. And we're going to be playing a new mission called God's Save the Queen. Arachne, Queen of the Void Web, Mistress of the Arachnids, and Keeper of the Gates is in great danger. She protects the boundaries between our world and the great beyond, another realm where evil horrors dwell and work to enter our realm. She spins the mystical, impregnable void web that keeps the horrors that dwell in the unknowable realm out of our world. Without her protection, Earth would be overrun by beings of such repulsive and repugnant nature that any human upon seeing them would go mad. Arachne lives in the mystical tomb, and every 113 years she must lay her eggs anew to continue her kind and help her people live on. But this time the horrors from the unknowable realm have had other plans. Somehow they knew exactly when Arachne would be laying her eggs, leaving herself vulnerable. This interruption left the void web, which takes a century to create, incomplete and weak. Facing less resistance, the horrors broke through the barrier for long enough to send some of their minions through to assassinate the Queen of Spiders. You're on site at an archaeological dig when you and a few of your EOP brothers and sisters all stop cold and have the same vision. The vision in your mind's eye is of a giant and beautiful woman. She's no ordinary woman, though. She's half spider. You feel calm and unafraid, though. There's something peaceful and regal about her, but when you're bombarded by flashes of another world crawling with evil beings filled with hatred and lusting for your world's blood, you know that these otherworldly horrors, these eldritch creatures, can never be allowed to enter our plane of existence. The Spider Queen tells you telepathically that she needs your help, that she is being overrun. If she doesn't get help, she and her people will die, and with their deaths, the entire Milky Way will be devoured by this evil. You know what you must do. You must gather the best of the best, an elite team of EOP members, and set out on this expedition. You must go to the tomb and protect the Spider Queen while she spins her void web, the only thing keeping the gateways between the tomb and other dimensions closed. She must be kept alive long enough to save our world from this ultimate threat. On this mission, we must protect the Spider Queen at all costs until she finishes her weaving her web. The creatures of the tomb will constantly be assaulting the Queen, so we must fight them off. Thankfully, she can fight back on her own, but she will fall without our help. If we can protect her, she will weave her web more quickly, closing the portal that threatens us. Also, if we find and save her loyal spider spinners, she will work more efficiently. We must not delay, for if the comet reaches its ninth position, the Spider Queen will not be able to close the portal in time, and we will fail. Okay. So, we have 15 of these tokens, and these are her webs, so I put them right here. And we have to place her on Mongol's Hall. And there's her right here. This is her little miniature. We put her on Mongol's Hall. Then we had to pick 4 random level 3 red bordered tiles, and I did. And then we had to put these monsters here beside her. We have a Shogoth, Hound of Tindalos, Elder Thing, and Amigo. They're all like Eldritch or Arkham Horror type monsters. So we've done that. Alright, and then we have to shuffle and set aside base and elite creatures of the horror class in a separate deck, so when we're prompted to spawn a base or elite horror from these decks, that's what we use. Okay, we win if we get 15 web tokens are placed on Mongol's Hall. We lose if she dies or if the comet track reaches 9. Alright, when a base or elite creature would spawn on level 3, instead place a horror of the corresponding type on a room adjacent to Mongol's Hall. Creatures on level 3 never move toward adventurers. Instead, they move towards Mongol's Hall to combat Arachne the Spider Queen. She never moves. She can be healed if she were an adventurer. So, okay. Wow. Alright, so this is just basically a short little adventure. There's a good picture of her, what she would look like. So we have new characters. We have Chang Li Tao. He starts with Audacity 2, a health of 17. His courage is at 0. My hands are lethal. When you do combat without using items, use dexterity instead of strength and succeed on a 4, 5, or 6. Acupuncture action. Test lore and mythos or knowledge mythos. Any adventurer in your room gains +1 health for each success roll. And he comes with the healing salve. Okay, it has 3 uses or 4 uses. The ally he got was Landon, Rabbit's Foot, Jace. When you gain this ally, gain Lucky. When you lose this ally, discard Lucky and gain Jinxed. So we got Lucky. And it's pass all checks on a 4, 5, or 6. Our next one is Brett Stewartson. From Another World. Upkeep, we gain an Audacity. Because he starts with 0 Audacity and 13 health, and his Courage is on 0. Close the gate. As a free action, remove a special ability token. If a creature would spawn, do not spawn that creature. And we start with 3 special ability tokens, which I got to get and put there. So that kind of probably come in handy. He comes with the Eldritch Staff. When you damage an undead or demonic creature, roll a die. On a 5 or 6, move that creature up to 3 rooms away from you. That creature deals no damage this round. And the ally is Pablo Gringos Garcia. +1 combat. Automatically evade any creature or creatures in 1 room. And he has 13 health. And last is Joe Deeb, or Deb, or however you want to pronounce it. Audacity 2. Health 13, Courage 0. He comes with the Serrated Dagger, +1 damage, ignores armor. Every 6 roll deals 2 damage. Throwing Knives. And his ally is Katrina Fedikov. Deals 3 damage to any creature up to 3 rooms away. If that creature is in the same room, this ally takes 2 damage. If the creature is killed by this ability, do not gain Courage or Soul Shards. And a Sneak Attack. Before rolling combat, you may check Dexterity twice. Pass +2 combat and you only lose half Courage from the creature. Fail, creature gets +1 combat. An Ancient Spice action. Any adventure in this room gains +5 health. Okay. So there we go. So I guess we'll get started and see what we're going to do. So our first player will be Chung. And let's get my little booklet off the side here. And we're going to spin an action. And let's see, he's got a movement of 3. So we're going to go 1, 2, and why not 3. Alright, so we have, let's set this like this, I guess. We have an adventure. Okay. So there we go. So let's do an adventure. Alright. Through the mist, you see a bridge appear. Before it, a hooded figure waits. You can't see his face even when you stand close. He asks, what is your mission? If you say to save the world, read pass. If you say for your fortune and glory, read fail. We'll say save the world. The hooded figure's eyes flash green with a power from beyond. He stares at you, piercing your soul, looking deep within, searching for the true nature of your quest. Audacity 2. Okay. Alright. Well, it looks like we don't have enough fail. We have 2 Audacity. I failed, so the figure says you may pass. Well, okay. Okay, next up is going to be Brett. Here's his miniature. Here's Fang's miniature, by the way. There he is. He's like a kung fu guy. There's Brett. He's like a priest, and then here's our like assassin guy. Okay, we'll move him 1, 2, and we'll just go off to the side this way. How about that? 3. And we're gonna have a trigger here and see what happens. And our trigger is a horror appears near the Spider Queen. So what's gonna happen? We got to read 1-1. It says, as the queen spins her web of energy, horrors attack her from every angle. She wards them off, pushing one back and attacking another, then goes right back to work. She knows how important her web is to our plane of existence, but she can't hold out forever with help. We got to keep the creatures off her so she can do a job. Place a horror in this room and in a room adjacent to Mongol's Hall. Okay, now, however, I think it says when a creature would spawn, and that's what it is. So I'm going to spend 2 actions, and we're going to not spawn any creatures from that. So elites are immune, but this was just a regular creature, so I know it's probably meant for when you do the tomb effect. You know, it has its turn and you spawn creatures, but you know, a creature would have spawned anyways, and there's no language saying otherwise, so I'm just going to use it for that. So he prevents that from happening. Okay, next is Joab. He has a movement of 4, so I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll go there. And we have a 2 trigger. Pretty good. Let's see what happens with the 2 trigger. The spider spinners help weave the void web. Okay. Clinging to the corner of a wall is a collection of squirming egg sacs and pinkish purple luminescent web. You hear a voice in your head. It's a spider queen. She needs you to send her loyal subjects to her side so they can help fend off monsters and spin the void web. You chop down the cords of the glowing web, releasing the eggs to the floor. They smash open, revealing purple glowing spiders, which skitter out of the room towards the queen. Place a web token in Mongol's Hall. Okay, so that's 1. Still got a long ways to go. Okay. Wow. Alright. Okay, so far so good. Let's go ahead and do our second action with this guy, Chang. Wait a minute, that was 1, 2, 3. I'm supposed to be here. Well, what do I want to do? I say we kind of stick a little bit to level 1 some more, but you know, I do need to get to level 2. We can't reach Mongol's Hall right now. We don't have a rope or anything. I need to start searching. I can spend an action to do that. I'm on the green. Yeah, okay. This round should be a good round of searching. Since we're all on green, let's spend an action. Everybody search. See if we can't get some good stuff. So I'm going to spend an action, and we're going to search, and we're going to see what happens. I rolled a 6. Look at that. It's pretty good. So I'm going to get 2 items, and I get to choose which one I want to take. So let's see what we get. We have medieval helm and an enchanted blade. I'm probably going to take the medieval helm. This guy fights better with no weapons, so we'll take that. That enchanted blade is very good though as well. Yeah. But if I can improve my dexterity, we'll be doing pretty good. Okay, so let's move his to yellow, and I think Brett's he's gonna search as well. Let's see what he get. He gets a 5. Well, that's actually pretty good too. So he's gonna get 1 item, and he gets a mine. Okay. Okay. We'll move his up 1, and then I think Jonah, he'll search as well. Let's see what he gets. He got a 4, and that's 1 item as well. A healing salve. Okay. Well, that's alright. So it's a little risky to search now, so let's go ahead and keep moving. So let's have Chang. He's going to move 1, 2, and we'll put him here. And we have another one trigger. Okay, so guess that room will be blocked off. Okay. That's going to have a horror monster spawn. Now I can prevent one more, and I'm going to prevent one from spawning there. However, I'm going to have a horror spawn in my room. So that's what's going to happen. So I'm going to have a horror spawn in my room. I won't prevent that one, and this is a Dwarvish Whisperer. Okay, and then Brett. Well, let's see. Let's move him 1, 2, 3. And, ooh, we're going to have a misadventure. Cave in. Well, we have to do a movement test. Or we're going to fail. Now, he has a movement of 3. And he passes, so that's good. Okay, but he is going to have a misadventure, so let's see what this is going to be. You see an immense bronze dial adorned with the green glowing three-tailed comet. It circles the dial as if it were real. It's so lifelike. Upon further inspection, you realize the comet is a combination lock. Ooh, Mythos 3. Well, I get 5 Mythos. Okay. Okay, well, I don't make it. You toy with the comet tracker and the combination lock, trying to out different combination numbers. After a minute, the tracker begins spinning faster and faster until a huge beam of green light shoots up in the sky. What have you done? +1. Ah, man, I have to. All right, the comet track has already moved up to 1. Wow, that was terrible. Okay, so I'm gonna come here. We're gonna do jump, and we're gonna move here, and we're gonna try to fight this Dwarvish Whisperer. We gotta kill him, and we're gonna have to lose 2 courage. So let's go ahead and do that. But I do have my serrated dagger, which will ignore armor. So my strength is 3. +1, 4. This guy doesn't even have armor. Maybe I should use the throwing knives then. Because that gives me a +2. Yeah, why not? We'll use the throwing knives. We'll use the throwing knives one time. That'll give me extra dice. And then plus my outnumber bonus. Because this guy doesn't have any armor, so. Alright, let's see what we have. Well, what's this? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 hits on that guy. Let's see. For each time you combat this creature after the first, -1 courage. Okay. So I did 4 damage to him. He has a health of 5. However, if I exhaust her, which I will, she'll take 2 damage, but we won't gain any soul shards or courage. Yeah, that's kind of sucks. But okay, we'll do that. So we kill this creature. We won't gain any soul shards or courage from that. But that'll give us still another action that he can do. Because he won't have to waste, Chain won't have to waste an action to fight this guy. But she does take 2 damage for that. So I guess she's like a suicidal type. Person, I guess. It just charges in there. So we'll put 2 on her. Okay. All right, and with Chain's last, we're going to send him down to level 2. He's going to go 1, 2, 3. And we're going to have a misadventure with rope adjacent to Mongol's Hall. That's actually not bad. Okay, action. I can do this. Pass, move to Mongol's Hall. That'll get me down there. Okay. Which is actually pretty good. But we have to have a misadventure and we have to wait till next turn. But he has open. Yeah, it would have to wait till next turn anyways. So let's have a misadventure. See, the thick air fills of damp miasma as you track a trail of blood along the stone floor. You find its source, a giant puddle of greenish, moldy looking blood with strange mushrooms growing out of it. Test mythos. He has a mythos of 3. Okay, he passes. You realize that these are not mushrooms but are Trinidad toadstools known to attack with acidic spores that can melt a man in half. You back away slowly and stay away forever, +1 courage. Okay. Okay, Brett is going to do his last action. And let's see. 1, 2, we'll go one more here. And we're going to get, oh man. Well, we're going to have to spawn some monsters. Alright. So this guy's going to spawn. And we'll start clockwise. And then, of course, this thing's going to spawn. Here. Okay, and then last but not least, I may send him here. 1, 2. Maybe we can finish this clown off. This has courage of 2. He has no armor, 4 health. Okay, I think I'll use the throwing knives again, although that kind of seems a little weird. So we're going to get, he has a strength of 3, 1 bonus number, and then +2. So I get 1, 2. Guys, sometimes these things are so hard to see. 3, 4, 4. So I got 4 on the dot. So that is enough to kill this guy. So I'm going to gain my courage back. Or at least 1. And I'm going to gain 2 soul shards. For that. But that is it. Okay. So let's see what's going to happen. We are at our tomb phase now. And we're going to have tomb effect. Cannot use audacity this tomb phase. Move creatures. I have to see what that means. I think they all move towards her. Creature combat, spawn creatures. So let's spawn creatures. Level 2. We're only spawning on level 2. We won't spawn on level 2 because there's no red border. So we kind of got lucky. Upkeep. So let's do our upkeep. Let's do our searches. And let's see here. Refresh. Okay, so we can refresh her. We do have an upkeep for lucky here. So let's see if we can keep this. We can. Alright, so we're still lucky. And the comment track will go up 1. So we do that. Okay, so we're lucky. Let me see. Let me look and see what the hell the creatures are going to do. Because if they move, they'll attack her, and she's just going to get slammed. So let me look at a couple of things on that. Because yeah, that's not good. Okay, so they're going to have their own set of rules. Now, before the tomb phase began, it's a little confusing. We have 2-1 before tomb phase, and then I guess at tomb phase, so I'm assuming that these are going to do independently. So let's start first. It says before tomb phase. It says tomb phase right here. So before the tomb phase begins. Okay. So let's start there. The Spider Queen's miraculous webbing begins to take hold. In your mind's eye, you see from the Queen's perspective, the glowing purple web shimmers with Arc Realm power, void energies, and antimatter. Without this barrier, the minions of chaos and horror would spill out, contaminating our world. Countless generations of humanity and other life forms would be lost. You must not fail. You must protect her no matter what. Okay. Place a web token on Mongol's Hall. Okay, so we put a web token on Mongol's Hall. Okay. If there are no creatures on or adjacent to Mongol's Hall, place another. Well, that's not happening. Okay, she takes 2 damage for each base creature and 4 damage for each elite creature on or adjacent to Mongol's Hall. Well, Christ Almighty, she has 45 hit points. So, we only have 1 base, so that's going to be 2. Okay, and then 4 for each elite. So that's 16, so that's 18 damage she just took. Now, you think during the tomb phase, when the creatures would move and attack, they would get another attack, but this thing doesn't say that. Because see, okay, that's just before the tomb phase. Now, during the activate creature step of the tomb phase, the expedition says 1 creature in Mongol's Hall, and then rolls a combat check for each arcane combat rating. Okay, she does. Okay, she does not take damage. Okay, so I'm assuming, because this doesn't really make any sense. I mean, I'm assuming that was their attack. So we're going to move all these people here, and we're going to pick 1 for her to attack. And I guess I'm going to attack, because then it says the Spider Queen takes up her spear. She fights for her life. The expedition selects 1 creature in Mongol's Hall, then rolls a combat check equal to her combat rating. Okay, her combat rating is 12. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Succeeding on a 4, 5, or 6 and dealing damage is normal. She does not take damage for the combat check. Okay, so I'm guessing. Alright, well, I'm guessing they're not going to. So during the tomb phase, they move. I don't know. It's a little confusing. I don't understand how that's supposed to be. I get that they move towards her, but I don't know. Let's just roll our combat check here and see how many successes we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So half. That was horrible. Alright, so let's see what we're going to attack here. I'm going to attack this. I probably should have decided to. I'm going to attack this Tomb's Eye, which is going to kill it. So it kills the Tomb's Eye, but we still have all those creatures there. So I'm assuming that's what happens. I'm assuming they don't get another round of attacks because they already automatically did damage. It says before the tomb phase begins. That doesn't make any sense. Because that way they would... Ah, man, this thing's a little confusing. She gets the attack one, and then... Could it be that they would get their attack? I mean, that... Because that says before the tomb phase, so they automatically are just doing damage. But they would get 2 attacks each round. That kind of wouldn't make any sense. Let's play it like that. They're not going that was their tomb phase. They're going to get free damage on her every round unless I kill those guys. So let's assume that was their attacking. They got their free attack on her. Okay. So let's go ahead and start a new turn. Okay, so Chang is here. Now, as an action, I can do this and try to go to Mongol's Hall, which I will do. I had somebody there to protect her. So that's his movement. Okay, he passed. So he's automatically at Mongol's Hall. So there's his action. Okay. Brett. Brett is going to search, and then I'm going to have this guy go and try to help out and kill some of them monsters as well. I want one person still searching and triggering stuff, so I'm going to move him 1, we're going to move him 2, and we're going to move him 3. We're going to send him to level 2. And here we have a 3rd trigger, the Well of Souls. That may actually be good. Let's see what happens with that. Some of the Queen's spider subjects, the loyal spinners, are being blocked from the hallway by a foul creature. You eye the dangerous foe ready for a bloody encounter. To destroy this threat, you know you've got to pull out all the stops. Steel yourself knowing how much the Queen needs your help and how the world needs hers. Place a elite horror in this room and a room adjacent to Mongol's Hall. Damn it. When you kill the horror in this room, place a web token in Mongol's Hall and draw 1 artifact card. Well, that's not going to be helpful. Okay. Okay, so we have a problem. The game doesn't come with enough horror creatures to keep spawning. I've double checked and checked the decks, and I'm out of horror creatures. Elite ones. I have a few regular ones, but I don't have any elite ones, so I'm just going to pull an elite monster and put it right there. That's a little short-sightedness there on their part, unless I lost the cards, which I do not think I did. Yeah, that's that's not good. Okay, well, we spawned that, so yeah. Alright, so I'm going to spin. Joan is going to move. He's going to come 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to stay here, and we're going to try to send him in there to help out. Okay, so it's next action for Chang, and we got to fight something. And I guess I'm going to fight. I'll start with this elder thing. He has no armor. Man, damn. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe 13, 9, but he has... Okay, I'm going to start with that. No, the Hound of Tendalos is in the next room. It hasn't moved in there yet. Alright, I'll start with this Hound of Tendalos, okay? So I'm going to try to fight that. I'm going to use my strength. I'm going to use dexterity. So I'm going to use my dexterity. I don't have any weapons. My courage is going to go down 4. Jeez. 1, 2, 3, 4. It's not affecting me yet. Okay. But I hit on a 4, 5, or 6. Anyways. Well, I guess. Alright, get my decks. This is gonna be a bad game. Alright. So alright, 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 4 hits on him. Okay, so his combat rating is 6, so I'm gonna take 2 damage. But I did do 4 hits on that Hound of Tindalos. So let's just put 4 markers there by him. Okay, that's it. It's Brett's turn. Okay, I gotta fight this golem here. My courage goes down 1. Gee, my strength is terrible. I do have Pablo. Okay. So my strength is 1. I have the Elder Staff, which is 2. Pablo is 1. Okay. Well. See what I can do. This guy has 4 armor. Jesus. You know what? Screw that. I can automatically evade with Pablo. I had to refresh it, but that's fine. And I'm going to get the hell out of here. So let's go 1 and see what we get. And we have a trap. Ugh. And automatically, well, we're gonna do a different tile on that. I don't do that Kraken's Cove thing yet. All right, level 2 here. All right, reactor core. Well, that's just gonna. Shoot. Well, that's not gonna be a real good evade because I'm just gonna. Let's have an adventure. Okay, you find a large golden chest sparkling with emerald jewels and crowned with 2 eagles flapping their wings towards each other. It depicts a war and seems laced with magic and runes. As you inspect it, the lid begins to levitate up and off. 3. Ah, damn, I gotta get 3 successes. I got 2. I can spin an Audacity. I guess I will. Alright, I got 3 successes. You studied the Ark of the Covenant all your life. You know the proper incantation to recite. As you spout out the words in ancient tongues, the Ark settles itself and the lid returns to its base, but not before a valuable relic falls out. You take it and feel blessed. Gain 1 artifact and blessing of the tomb. Okay, well that's actually not bad. The Necronomicon. Ooh. So I can spawn a creature. I don't know. I guess the Ark of the Covenant gave me the Necronomicon. And the Blessing of the Tomb. Yeah, okay. When you gain this, gain 2 Audacity. So I have that. When you draw a story card, it's always an adventure. When you use Audacity, you may reroll as many dice as you choose instead of the entire roll. I do that anyways. Okay. Next is this guy. He's got to spin an action. And to move him over there, he's got to do movement. But he shouldn't have a problem with that. No. So there's his action right there. Alright, so it's Chang's turn. He's going to be his 3rd action. And we're going to keep fighting that Hound of Tindalos. 4. That was not a cod. I missed every one. Okay, I'm going to spin Audacity and re-roll the whole thing. Okay, I got 3 hits on that one. Okay, that's not actually too bad. 3 hits. Its combat rating is still 6. I'm going to take 3 damage. That puts me at 12. But that is 3 more damage. And so that's going to be 7 total. Okay, now I have a problem here. Well, no, I don't. I can move. He's gonna move. So we're gonna move 1. And we get, damn it, a misadventure. Well, it's going to be, because I have the blessing of the tomb, it's going to be like a regular adventure, so let's see what happens. You walk into a room filled with ethereal beings. The ghastly wisps fly all around you, and one stops to examine you more closely. Okay, let's test Mythos. Okay, pass. You say a prayer as you look into the gloomy eyes of death itself. The ghost passes through you, leaving with a vision of the past and present. The vision seems to give you the resolve you need. +1 courage and +1 mythos. Okay, well that's actually good. I'll take the mythos here. Okay. Alright. Now his action, he's going to attack. Ah, man. Now he has a serrated blade, so... Or I could try to use up the knives. I could try to finish off the Hound of Tindalos, which I think I will do. Actually, I won't use the knives. I'll use my strength +1. It's 4. Before rolling combat, I may check my dexterity. I'm going to check my dexterity. I got to get 2 successes. So my dexterity is 4. Let's see, I got one success. Now I'm going to spin Audacity and re-roll that. Okay, I got my 2 successes. So I do get +2. I use my sneak attack, so I get +2 combat, and I only lose half the courage. So it would only be 2 courage I lose. That's going to put my dexterity back down. That's fine. So 6. Okay, it's 2 hits. Wow, I'm going to spin an Audacity. My final one. Actually, I'm not, because that's going to be enough to kill it. But, however, I am going to take 4 damage, which is going to put me down to 9. But this hound is dead, so we got rid of this Hound of Tindalos, and it's dead. And I'm going to move my courage back up a couple, and then I will gain 5 soul shards. Okay. Next up, Chang's turn. Let's see, the next monster I think I want to target, maybe I can kill it, is the Shoggoth. It has a combat rating of 5, no armor. It has 13 health, but like I said, no armor. I'm going to have to lose courage. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I don't use weapons anyways, so I'm going to use my 4 die. See what I can do. Okay, oh man, I got 1 hit. I got to spin an Audacity. That's the last of it. And re-roll. Okay, 2 hits, 3 hits. 3 hits. Oh, wait a minute, that's right. When killed, roll a die on a 1 respawn Hound of Tindalos in this room with full health. Okay, let me see that. Okay, it's not a 1, that's a 3. Okay, so I got 3 hits on that thing, so let's do 3 damage to it. And he's going to do 4 damage to me. Actually, he's going to do 2 damage to me. But I'm at 10 now, so that's not too bad. Okay. Next up is Brett. And he's going to move 1 more. Ah, man, we have a trap 3. Quicksand. Fail or be slowed. Well, Well, that's not. And his strength is garbage, to be honest with you. So let's put some trap tokens there. And let's do a test here. His strength is 1. But he passed. Okay, so he's not slowed. But that's the end of his turn. And then the last turn for Jonah, I guess he'll attack the Shoggoth as well. Let's see. He's going to get 4 dice. Okay. It's actually 2 hits, but I don't think that's good. I'm going to spend my last audacity and roll these 2. Okay, well that's not going to do any good. Okay, so we got 2 hits. This guy has a combat rating of 5, so I'm going to take 3 damage, which is going to be 6. That puts him at 5 health. Then I'm going to exhaust Katrina, and she's going to do 3 more damage to him. So that's 6 total. So the thing's at 9 health here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, unfortunately, no, I didn't roll any 1s, so I'm good on that. Still alive, and we're out of actions. So let's go ahead and do the tomb phase. You know what? We weren't supposed to be able to use Audacity of this tomb phase. You know what? Screw that. I used Audacity up and down this tomb phase. So you know what? I made a mistake. It's still not going to help us. I think we're still screwed. Tomb effect, first player +1. Okay, so we're going to negate that. Since I use Audacity, we're not going to do that. Move creatures, creature combat, spawn creatures. We would spawn 1 on level 2 and 1 on level 3. But they're regular creatures. Alright. First of all, let's move. This guy's got a movement of 1, so let's move him. This thing moves into here. And then let's go ahead and spawn some of these guys. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's see what happens. Alright, so this actually should spawn in. This zombie walker is going to spawn right where Brett is at. I guess he's coming out of the quicksand. And then level 3 is going to get another spawn. Let's put the Hound of Tenderlos back. And let's see here, it's going to be 3. 1, 2, 3. It's going to be the bottom. Okay. Alright. Now, she is going to take 4, 16, 20 damage because of this. Alright, so she was already at 18, so she's at 38 damage. 10. I'm sure I got another 10 in here somewhere. She's almost dead. There's no way we're winning this. Okay. However, she will now get to do damage to somebody. And I'm going to have her attack the Shoggoth that was already wounded. So her combat rating is 12. And let's see what she's going to do. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's it. That's enough to kill it though. So we will kill the Shoggoth. So the Shoggoth is dead. Alright. We do upkeep, we do our searches. refresh her. Give her 2 more damage as well. I forgot about that. We're going to move the comic track +1, so we're at 3. And let's see if he can keep this. Oh, no. So he is now jinxed. You may not use, and you only succeed on a 6. Okay, let's see this. Okay, we passed that. Wow. And so that is it. Yeah, next round she's dead. There's no way. And especially with only 6s. That's horrible, man. I don't know what else to do. This game, I guess I'll save my comments. Okay. First action. Well, I'm going to use the healing salve. Any adventure in your room gains +4 health. So we're going to put him back at 14. And we're going to put him back at 10. And that was just a good old regular action. I mean, it wasn't action, it's just a refresh. Exhaust. Action. That's an action. That was his first action. So using the healing salve is an action. Brett has his stupid zombie here. And let's see here. He's got to fight this thing. We'll go ahead and fight it. Or I can just evade him, which I think I will do. And we're going to keep going. I think I should just move this to the side. And we're still on level 2. So let's keep going, and we're going to get an adventure. Okay. You've never seen anything quite like this room. As you marvel at the ambience, footsteps charge from behind you. Strength 1. Oh yeah, his upkeep, he gains I failed. Using speed instead of strength, you duck and turn with a weapon drawn. What? It was just the wind. +1 courage. Okay, this guy's doing pretty good. Everybody else is just stinking up the joint. Okay. Alright. So we have the serrated dagger. Let's go after the Hound of Tindalos again. I'm -1 combat because my courage is so piss poor low. If I don't beat some stuff, I'm going to end up fleeing. So, 4 attack. Okay, well I got a 6, so that's good. That's 2 hits. That's still, I mean, his combat rating is 6, so I'm going to take 4 damage. But it's 2 hits. And that's it. That was just awful. Okay. Alright. Next up, Chang. He's going to go. Only 6s work with him. So he got a 5 and another 5. So he failed that. So he didn't get anything at all. So he's going to take a full... Jeez, this is terrible. I gotta get him. Maybe I gotta get him the hell out of there. He's going to take a full... Full 6 damage. Okay, let's keep going with this guy. Let's move him. Oh my god. Okay, so we're going to spawn another whore. Couple horrors, we know what that means. So let's put this here. Let's see what room is going to get this one. Alright. That's it for him. Alright. Let's go with Joan. Alright, he's going to attack that same thing again. He's going to get 4. Okay, he got 2 6s actually, so that's 4 hits. So he's only going to take 2 damage. 4 hits. So, okay. 4 hits, and then if I exhaust her to do 2, 7, that's a perfect 9. So this thing is dead. Okay. So that one's gone. And I can't gain any soul shards or courage from that because, well, I used her. So, okay, so our boy here is going to go. Oh man, I don't even know what to do. He's so bad. These 6s ain't going to do garbage. I'm going to spend another action, and we're going to use the healing salve again, and we're going to just heal everybody up. Okay. He's got a deep one he's got to fight. So let's go do this. I only has a health of 3. It has courage of 3. 1, 2, 3. So let's do this. 2 on the Eldritch Staff. 1 strength. 1 guy here. Okay, a 6, a 5, and a 3, and a 1. That's not that good. He has 1 armor, so that's going to negate that, but 1 does get through anyway, so he's just going to do 1 damage. But he's going to take a couple hits. He has a combat rating of 5. Okay. He does 1 damage. Oh, that's just awful. Okay. He's going to go. And good God, I don't know what I'm gonna do. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to lose courage. I'm gonna have to attack. If I lose 1 more courage, I gotta flee. And I'm gonna have to attack. I can't do the Migo because that's too many. I mean, no, it's the same. It's the same. Well, it's either way. Who do I attack? I guess I'll attack the Elder thing because it has no armor. Well, it ignores armor. I guess I'll attack the Migo. He only has a 7 combat rating. And I did 1, 2 hits. So that's 5 damage, so I'm down to 3. Jeez. That's 2 hits. Okay. And last but not least is Chang, and he can't do anything. I mean, I could try to attack. Why not? Let's lose courage for him. 1 more and he's freaking out. So, all he's got is 6s. You do, because of that stupid thing. 5. No, okay. So, he's going to take the full 7 damage. And didn't get a hit on him. Okay, and then with this guy, with his last action, he's attacking that deep one again. I mean, the deep one. And he gets One hit. Oh my god. So he's going to take 4 damage. So that's... Yeah, this is just playing out. Okay, and then his last action. Why not? Let's go ahead and attack. And I got absolutely no hits, which would kill him anyways. So that's it. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do the tomb effect. And we're going to lose because these guys are going to do enough damage to kill her. And I think I'm going to end it here with this. I don't know what happened with this. I think this mission was not written up properly, or it doesn't have any clear things as to even what to do with them. We failed this completely. These characters were completely underpowered for this. I honestly think I didn't have the right weapons. This was an extremely difficult mission. I don't know what to say. You know, usually a Secrets of the Lost Tomb, it's pretty straightforward, but I think this one was screwed up from the get-go. Wow. I'm sorry to put forth such a horrid game. This game was not even fun to play. I don't even consider it fun to play. It was just, I don't have enough horror enemies because the decks don't have enough horror enemies for what they want you to do. I wasn't sure if they were supposed to move during the tomb phase and attack during the tomb phase. They could have attacked us, could have attacked her, or was that free attack, that automatic hits they got, was that considered their attack? The thing wasn't clear on that. We would have never got down there if I had not drawn the mine shaft in the first place, so there would have been that. And I couldn't find any rope. This just was bad. I don't know what to say. Usually they're not this bad, but this Secrets of the Lost Tomb was bad. Maybe I misplayed some of it, but I don't think it was great the way it was written up. But that's my goal, is to bring you unfiltered games just to show you how they go. And just, you know, sometimes they all can't be great. Sometimes they're going to be bad, and I think this one was just a bad one. But next time we play Secrets of the Lost Tomb, we'll have new characters and a new mission, and hopefully it'll be better. I hope you enjoyed it. Until the next time, I will see you then.